As centralized policing fails, South leaders think and consider alternative models. As kidnapping, banditry, armed robbery, and other social vices have continued to threaten communities and states in the South like Cross River, Rivers, Edo, Delta, Akwa Ibom, and Bayelsa are thinking of how to deal with this situation. The borderless creeks are porous and difficult to police, giving the pirates and other criminal elements a field day to operate unhindered. Besides, the federal government's centralized police force has increasingly become helpless in the face of pervasive insecurity. It has become a huge business and it continues to boom. An average of 2 persons are kidnapped on a daily basis in Cross River State, and many traders have relocated elsewhere, while others have threatened to leave town if nothing urgent is done by the state government to protect life and property. The situation has elicited agitations for the establishment of the state police or community police or neighborhood watch, away from the centralized one that is failing to address spate of insecurity. Others, however, argue otherwise, saying the current arrangement best serves the country's security needs. Cross River State Governor Senator Ben Ayade had, way back in May 2016, inaugurated the Green Police with 1,500 personnel with 25 pickup trucks handed over to the force. He had unveiled cadets and empowered them with 10 branded official fast cars to commence work. Apparently, this did not go down well with the Nigerian police, as the then State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Jimoh Obi Oze, said the Green Police will be clamped down on if they are seen operating in the state. It is a breach of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. According to the Section 214 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended 2011, there shall be a police force for Nigeria, which shall be known as the Nigerian Police Force, and, subject to the provisions of this section, no other police force shall be established. With the pressure from the Central Police Authority, the state abandoned Green Police and changed the name to Green Sheriff, but this organization is only on paper, with some customized vehicles being used by a joint patrol team of the police, army, and navy occasionally. Outside this, the group is not really visible or effective. Faced with the embarrassing cases of daily kidnappings, Ayade, during his 2021 budget presentation recently, stated that emphasis will be placed on the people and security, as the budget has a provision for establishment of Neighborhood Security Watch, which will deal with neighborhood protection and also create a lot of jobs for graduates and non-graduates alike. Top sources in government said branded new patrol vehicles had been donated to the State Police Command and control centers will be created. The state needs tracking system to track minute by minute. There's need for intelligence support from members of the public, as policemen are not spirits. And to make things difficult, we have about 250 sea routes in and out of Calabar. Hence, there is a great need for the neighborhood watch, and it will be launched soon. From December, we'll see new Cross River in terms of security. US-based sheriff investigator and law enforcement expert Mr. Felix Asukwo, who called on the state governor to urgently address insecurity in the state or resign, gave a panacea and explained the need for neighboring policing. He told The Guardian, Nigeria, with over 200 million people living in 36 states and 774 local government areas, cannot adequate security from a police force that is understaffed, underpaid, and lacks adequate technical know-how to combat crime in a country that is largely made up of urban cities. Like it is already happening in the Southwest, where some regional police system called Amoteku had been created, which from reports is beginning to record successes in policing, especially in the fight against dreaded groups. It is therefore a clear indication without a doubt that regional or state police will be advantageous in the fight against insecurity in the South states. Immediately, solutions will include proper funding of local police system, respective states to boost officers' morale and presence in security hotspots. Police presence should not necessarily mean setting up roadblocks or adopting to stop and frisk policing. Will be more of manpower capacity where officers can properly engage locals towards security stability, efficient radio communication, and re-equipping the police vehicles with high-tech emergency systems and adequate impresses to fuel their vehicles during crisis times in order to keep them running round the clock. State governments and corporate organizations can also fund independent bodies to foster surveillance and investigate solutions in the fight against insecurity. With intelligence sharing taken seriously, some of these solutions will include using drones and establishing security cameras and gunshot detectors around densely populated areas and noted crime hotspots. These independent organizations will be responsible in providing information to appropriate law enforcement authorities to assist in the fight against crime, boost security, and help restore law and order in regional communities. Similarly, a Calabar-based senior legal practitioner, Mr. Ciñg, said, "On the issue of state police, I submit that we are not ripe for it because of over-politicization of our security and the likelihood of abuse by the governors, as the case in the state's electoral commissions indicates. If state police is allowed, then there will be anarchy in our society. What we need is community policing, decentralization of the Nigerian police force, and proper funding of the police. To prove that the system of the state police will be abused, why is it that only those in opposition today are asking for it, contrary to their position while in power?" On Neighborhood Watch proposition as alternative system, Ciñg said, "If the group is to be unarmed, then the state can go ahead without approval from the federal government. But how effective such group will be is a question for another day." In Rivers State, the story is not different. The state governor Nyesom Wike, while presenting his keynote address at the 3rd Annual Nigerian Criminal Law Review Conference in Abuja recently, organized by the Rule of Law Development Foundation, observed that while the establishment of state police may require amendment of the extant Section 214 of 1 of the 1999 Constitution to provide for the state police, community police, or neighborhood watch could be established without a constitutional amendment. He said the prevailing cases of kidnapping, banditry, and armed robbery, which now threatens the stability of the country, clearly justifies the establishment of state to commute police. He said the truth of the matter is that with the current strength of the Nigerian police force, which stands at about 372,000, the Nigerian police force lacks the operational capacity to fulfill its primary or core mandate of crime detection, crime prevention, and maintenance of public safety, law and order, or protection of lives and property of persons in Nigeria. Wike explained that it was against this background that the Rivers State government enacted the Rivers State Neighborhood Safety Corps Law, number 8 of the 2018, which established the Rivers State Neighborhood Safety Corps Agency as a corporate body and vested it with powers to establish uniform neighborhood safety corps in the 23rd local government areas of the state and to prescribe regulations guiding the operations of the safety corps and any other local government vigilante group in the state. Governor Wike said despite court ruling that upheld the constitutionality of the Rivers State Neighborhood Safety Corps, the Nigerian Army refused to allow it to carry out its recruitment and training of personnel. According to Wike, the point being made here is that as long as the federal government continues to politicize issues of security, whether national or local, so long shall our criminal justice system remain seriously jeopardized. Guys, thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Until I come your way again with more updates. Bye for now, and God bless.